Hello. This podcast will discuss sexism and stereotypes in the justice system, and it will include a contemporary, local example. I'm the host, Paisley. Here are my guests.
I'm Megan.
I'm Ella.
And I'm Colleen. And we're talking about sexism. A big problem in the justice system right now is sexism.
If you've heard about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case that's going on right now, you know it's an example of sexism and stereotypes. If you don't know about the case, basically Johnny Depp is suing his ex-wife, Amber Heard, because she published a letter in the Washington Post about how she was allegedly abused during her relationship with Johnny Depp. This case relates to sexism and its role in the justice system.
To clarify, Amber doesn't specifically say his name in this letter, but it's implied that she's obviously talking about him. Then when Amber Heard was suing her for lost income, she countersued and doubled the amount of damages he requested to $100 million.
There's been a bunch of evidence, including a recording of Amber Heard saying she hit Johnny Depp and told him, "I did not punch you, I was hitting you," followed by, "You're such a baby, grow the F up." And the jury is still deciding what the outcome will be. Johnny's attorney and witnesses have provided so many details that seem to indicate that Johnny was the victim, not Amber. I'm curious how long the deliberations will take.
This is what we mean when we say sexism in the justice system. The jury hasn't come to a consensus yet with all of the evidence that Amber abused Johnny, not the other way around. The justice system seems to believe that because Johnny is a man, he is not capable of being a victim, and it shouldn't work like that.
Additionally, in many pictures of Johnny when he and Amber were together, he has bruises on his face. When talking about her makeup routine in the morning, Amber said she would use a bruise kit. Not a bruise kit, a theater makeup kit, a color correction kit. I call it my bruise kit. It sounds more like she's creating bruises rather than covering them up. She was quick to try and fix that misstatement. However, this case is a lot bigger than anyone thought it would be. And yes, it's not all based on the fact that Amber is a woman and Johnny is a man, but I think it definitely plays a big role in the case and why no decision has been made by the jury yet. It's possible that the public and the jury are having a hard time believing a man could be a victim of domestic violence. This may be an unpopular opinion, but the reality is it's a lot more common than you think. The reason we're discussing this case is because the Johnny Depp Amber Heard hearing is clear proof of the sexism and stereotypes in the justice system. Obviously, not everything revolves around gender, but it does have a role in the justice system because of the stereotypes and that for some violations, gender roles seem to already be assigned.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
She means that in this case of domestic violence or sexual harassment, it is generally assumed that women are the victims and men are the perpetrators.
This is an important issue because it's not something you'd think to be a problem, and it affects many people. Watching this is just the first step to solving this injustice. The next step is sharing your stories to normalize talking about these things. Once we start talking about things like this, society can begin to accept the fact that men can be abused by women. According to statistics from the Department of Justice, 24% of domestic violence cases have male victims. The question the jury is facing right now is it possible Johnny is a part of the 24%? The case is interesting because even though the evidence suggests Amber Heard is lying, the public still wants to believe her because she's the female in the case, and traditionally females are the victims. Because of Johnny Depp's fame, he is unintentionally a spokesperson for victimized men, and this particularly is intriguing because of all the media attention highlighting this delicate matter.
In fact, men are often hesitant to come forward and share the truth because they're afraid they won't be believed or because they're embarrassed of being abused by a woman. Many men don't feel right defending themselves against a woman because they don't want to be in the role of fighting or hitting a woman. An inside source told us that in the Department of Justice, there's an officer for violence against women and not a corresponding one for men. This helps prove the justice system is flawed and hasn't taken men in similar situations to Johnny's into consideration. While it's essential to note that violence against women is a problem, it is also unacceptable to let instances of violence against men go unnoticed. That's why this case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard that's taking place in Fairfax County is so significant.
I don't know how the jury is going to decide, but it is important to highlight the idea that males can be domestic abuse victims. We can only hope that all of the relevant facts have emerged and justice is served in this case.
Anyone can be affected by domestic violence, which is another reason why this issue is so important. This could affect men, women, children, and adults. It says on RAINN.org that out of 1,000 sexual assaults, 975 perpetrators will walk free. This is a reliable source because it is an organization that specializes in domestic violence.
How do you guys think this court decision is going to play out?
I think that based on clips of the trial that I've seen, the evidence is in Johnny Depp's favor because Amber Heard keeps making lies and having to backtrack to cover up her lies.
I agree. I think that Amber Heard is in the fault in this. Based on the clips that I've seen, I agree with Colleen, and there's more evidence of Johnny being abused than Amber.
I agree with Colleen, but I think if she wanted this to go in her favor, she should have thought out her plan more carefully and had more evidence.
And what do you think, Paisley?
I agree with that completely. I think that she really didn't think it through very well. And if she wanted to have this work out, then she really needed better lawyers too, because I feel like they didn't really help her out.
Yeah, she also should have thought about what she was going to say before she said it, because it was obvious that she didn't.
I guess right now.
In conclusion, the problem of sexism in the justice system is important because it is often unrecognized and can affect anyone. Stereotypes need to be untaught, and people should start becoming aware of their biases in order to make progress and go in the right direction in addressing this problem. We hope we gave you something to think about today. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye.